Special series on political dollars and cents. Do you know how politicians spend their campaign funds? Some of the spending is explicitly spelled out.
But in some cases, politicians are spending tens of thousands of dollars, and the public is not given a clue how the money is spent. Our political editor, Carol Marine, joins us now with the story. Carol?
Allison and Rob, they are called non-itemized expenditures. State law says candidates must disclose every political expenditure over $150, but amounts less than that can really add up. And we found aldermen spending tens of thousands of dollars without explanation. To begin this story, let's go back to March, a few weeks before the primary.
Just to open up our doors on election day, it costs you on average $10,000.
That's 27th Ward Alderman Walter Burnett, who is also the Democratic committeeman. The gubernatorial campaign of J.B. Pritzker had just given the 27th Ward Democratic organization a $15,000 contribution. We wanted to know, how is that money spent?
It is a beautiful Tuesday night, May 1st, on the near west side, where Alderman Walter Burnett is holding a fundraiser.
He's got a hell of a ward.
And his supporters have turned out to show their appreciation. We met the alderman walking into his fundraiser.
It costs $10,000 because you got to feed the judges. You have to feed the judges, you have to pay people to work, all of that stuff.
But we wanted to know more, and we went to the State Board of Elections website and the last citywide election in February of 2015. What jumped out was a category called not itemized expenditures. For the first quarter of 2015, nearly half of Burnett's committeeman expenses were not itemized.
Could I ask for him?
Well, I mean, Carol, if the State Board of Election asks for them, we'll give them to them. I don't know why you're picking on me.
We're not. We're looking at all the aldermen. Take 8th Ward Alderman Michelle Harris. In that same period, her not itemized expenditures were $51,000. But wait, Harris is also the 8th Ward committeeman, who had $83,000 in not itemized expenses. Grand total, $134,000 non-itemized.
It almost makes the filing meaningless.
Sarah Bruni is on the advisory board of the Illinois Campaign for Political Reform.
The whole purpose of this filing system is to give the public a look into how this money's being spent.
Though it's all very legal, for watchdogs like Jay Young of Common Cause, these non-itemized expenditures raise a red flag.
I would agree with that. It certainly is undisciplined.
And not transparent.
And not transparent.
So back to the question, how is that money spent? The answer from Burnett is rooted more in politics than democracy, when ward bosses could get their constituents jobs.
Now you gotta pretty much help people to help you, or you won't be able to have any help, because people don't do anything for nothing. And I'm happy that you're not just picking on me. I'm happy that you're looking at everyone else, and I'm happy that I share some information with you, and I'm done.
In all, we counted 15 aldermen who, in that same small time period, had non-itemized expenses totaling more than $10,000, including 9th Ward Alderman Anthony Beal at $19,000. His office did supply a breakdown, sort of. $18,000 of the $19,000 went to, quote, unspecified election day expenses. Alderman Michelle Harris didn't respond to any of our attempts to reach her. Allison and Rob.
Interesting story. Thank you so much.
We're
Carol.
not done.
I was going to say, I think there's more to
questions.
come.
All right.